Brilliant idiots. The camaraderie seems to be strained on this episode. Post this Kendrick response from Andrew Schulz.
I'm about to say, why you keep balling your lip up like that, nigga?
I'm waiting for you to cut me off.
So Andrew Schulz and Charlamagne the God had another hour discussion on the Kendrick Lamar controversy, and this time there was a little bit less unity, and it kind of comes from the standpoint that like a lot of Charlamagne's friends, business partners, podcasters on his network are coming out and responding to this. And of course, they're on Kendrick Lamar's side because, you know,
right?
Why would they defend Andrew Schulz?
Right, pretty much. Yeah, literally. Yeah.
So right. it just seems like for the first time they actually kind of disagreed on what too far was. You know what I mean? Like Charlamagne kept trying to make the point to where it's like people have the right to react how they want to react. But Schulz is like, he, you know, trying to call out the hypocrisy and everything. He feels like they went too far when they threatened his daughter and his friends. So him going too far by threatening Kendrick Lamar's ass is justified.
Yeah, it was
go to.
Oh no, he can't get soft now.
Who?
Schulz.
He wasn't really getting soft. He was just making a point of like, all right, you want to shoot at me? Like, what do you expect me to do?
He said that something was too far, though.
Well, because I guess his point is that he kept it with Kendrick. Granted, it was, you know, referring to his butt. And it's just random people that
That's the thing.
He even made that point. It was like, of course, he's not about to put all this on Kendrick. You can't stop what, you know, crazy
what
fans
a fucking
do.
comment says.
And this is where the argument really kind of is, because Charlamagne keeps preaching about like the power of your words, and Schulz is over here like, dog, why are you saying that for me but not for Kendrick Lamar? Like even if Kendrick Lamar didn't directly call to violence on me, if he says something that inspires one of his fans to potentially do something, it's the same impact. You gotta have, you know, responsibility for your words. But go to 3306 because I feel like that's kind of where they touch on it. And I'm just also realizing that this is the video, and so the timestamps might be a little off by a couple seconds because I was listening to the audio. So maybe go back a little bit.
You can pull up the audio.
We can just pull up audio.
Let's just pull up the audio just because we want to make sure it's clear.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just like put the still image of this up or something like that. You know what I mean?
Just to have something.
But that is something that like Shane said, Shane M. Petty, for those who don't know, from the Three Oak podcast, another show that was on this network that will be relaunching in 2025. But he was saying something along the lines of, as somebody with influence, if what you say elicits the wrong response, that means you didn't say it right.
As an influencer? I'm sorry.
Does that make sense? So like if I say
it makes sense.
Like it makes like that means, or it doesn't always make sense because sometimes you could just have motherfuckers that just like willing to take it incorrectly.
You know what I mean? They just want to hear it wrong.
But sometimes there's like a way that you can say something, and if you say something like this and they interpreted it the wrong way, something about the way you said it could have been done better or differently.
It's hard though, because there's so many factors. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, are you a white guy? Are you a white guy talking about black culture?
Right.
You know, black.
Because why are the races jumping out?
Black leaders? Because that's what Kendrick is at this point. Like, niggas turned into a black leader.
Maybe for most niggas, not for me.
He's
not my nigga. That's crazy. Absolutely not.
You don't believe in his leadership?
Hell no. He's not leading shit.
Speaking for you.
I don't know. I mean,
he was going to do that in pleasure.
Should the nigga writing laws?
What laws?
No comedian talk about no black woman, that's law, nigga. That's leadership right there. You laying down authority. I believe in him.
That's your Messiah?
He's not my Messiah. But
sound like it.
Shit, if you listen to any of our takes on the Drake versus Kendrick beef shit,
nah.
You would think we never heard Section 8, nigga.
right. No, literally.
Nah, my Messiah can't have faux locks in his head.
You said 3306, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a little bit before that, but it'll kick in
It'll
6
be
seconds.
cool.
Yeah.
Close. So when you have a guy who's had the banner year that he's had, and you coming at him in that way, yes, the story is
No, I'm responding to
magnified.
I'm responding to him. None of this happens if Kendrick doesn't talk about me or my friends. None of it. If he doesn't talk about me,
guys are not your friend.
That guy's my friend.
He wasn't talking
That
about
guy's
them.
my friend.
Alex, stop
is
owning
Charlamagne.
this.
I'm not. I don't even know what y'all talking about.
But it's exactly. It's just like you can't be upset at the response. Just like you said,
The same way we watch clips, I believe Kendrick was responding to one clip, and that was that one clip.
Yeah.
He was responding to everybody that was involved in that one clip.
And I'm sure Kendrick.
Now, there was 3 black men sitting on that couch.
This guy is.
Charlamagne the God was not one of them.
But you know what? He said the dudes that are friends with him.
Yep.
He didn't
And
say
you're
that.
my friend. He did. Look at the lyrics in the song.
Yes, he did.
100%. That's why people are coming for you.
By the way, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't give a fuck.
Fuck that
If there's
shit.
nobody who gives a fuck less than me, I don't give a fuck. I love
Fuck that shit.
I've always
That's
loved
a
Kendrick
lie.
shit. I fuck with him. Like, I just don't. I just want everybody.
I like his music. I like his music.
I just want everybody to be able to deal with the consequences of their actions. That's it.
So what you're saying is if Kendrick brings somebody up, he should expect a response.
Yeah.
My suspicion is he just won't talk about comedians anymore. That's my suspicion. It's just not worth it.
Nah, I doubt that.
And
How do
load
y'all-
up 1301.
How do y'all feel about like Charlamagne taking this this like Snoop Dogg approach to the culture, where it's just all peace. It's all like, like, look, like
It's not real.
he's the elder. He's
It's
playing
not
that
real.
elder
It's-
position.
I mean, it's disingenuous because you wouldn't be doubling, tripling, and quadrupling down on. He's not talking about me. He's not talking about me if you didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like,
especially like, okay, for your homie too.
right? Like you care, but it's whatever. It's you don't have to care because right now you got confirmation that it wasn't about you. But
Which is this timestamp right here.
if it is about you, then you'll still figure out a way to avoid it in this situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of whatever.
I have to be responsible for my words, but Kendrick doesn't have to?
No, I don't think that's the case.
Well, he didn't say nothing to you.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case.
Hold on. Let's just clear this up right now. If he's talking about shits and gigs, which you confirmed from his team, that means he's talking about me.
Yeah, but it's a false equivalency. And I'll tell you why it's a false equivalency.
Oh, now y'all moving the goal.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
It's like-
even my own people doing it to me.
Listen.
It's crazy.
No. Yeah,
The internet got to you.
No. It's a
The internet got to you.
It's a false equivalent.
I live in the kitchen.
I'll tell you why.
If you want it to be hot, we're going to be here
But listen,
all day, and
this
I
why-
hope you enjoy the heat.
This why
because it's up
This why it's a
forever.
false equivalency. If you say, hey, if he says, hey, white comedians, never let a white comedian make jokes about black women, that's law.
Yeah.
Andrew, you said you want to fuck him.
Make love to him makes me
It's
love
not
to him.
the same, bro.
I thought there's no... Listen, let me just ask you this question.
It's not
Let me just ask you this. He called Drake a pedophile for the whole summer.
You're not Drake.
No, I'm just saying. This is where the hypocrisy comes out. He called Drake a pedophile for the whole summer. A pedophile is someone who children. So he calls a guy a of little girls.
Thank you for bleeping.
Of little girls. And everybody's singing it. Whack, 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 whack. Don't fuck him up. All it. A minor, certified pedophile. Everybody said, hold on. A of little girls, right?
That shit sounds so violent.
But once Kendrick becomes a little girl, it's a problem.
But let's go back to the whole time.
That's another thing.
Oh, I like that.
Kendrick,
What part?
the hypocrisy.
Yeah,
and that's
I mean,
another.
he's not wrong.
Andrew's
He's literally not wrong.
He's really just frustrated at like people not at least admitting that.
Keeping the
that
same
he's
energy,
been
yeah.
pretty good on like the calling out the hypocrisy,
Yeah.
calling out the bullshit and what Kendrick has to say, and that's really what Schulz is frustrated with. He's not like mad per se. He's just.
Aren't they right that it's a little bit of a false equivalency though? Like a nigga that I'm beefing with to talk to him that way comparatively to.
No,
It depends because
I'm about to say, I think he's focusing in on the thing that was said to him from Charlamagne was you have to be careful what you say.
yes,
And he's saying, okay, I have to be careful what I say, but what about this other situation when this nigga was saying this and that's not true? And it's like,
Right, but he
then-
got to be careful. He got to be careful with that toward Drake in retaliation from his squad. Why would he have to be careful?
right,
with
but
Schulz?
he's just saying you didn't feel any need to say that before when we were playing Not Like Us.
when Schulz or when
But
Kendrick
now
Lamar,
that it's me,
Oh,
it's like,
you're talking about for him versus Charlamagne. Okay, yeah.
He's like, I didn't hear this sentiment when niggas was just playing A minor
Right.
back in the, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now you got that, you want to say that to me.
But
when it's
that
about
could be
me.
that could be
comedian.
combated.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? To where it's like we know they say stupid, ridiculous shit.
That can be combated though by saying we were beefing and we went back and forth, so that would be expected between those two parties. Whereas I may have hit you with a spitball, you decided to throw a book at me,
But this is
but you can't be mad at the response.
That's a different kind of conversation though, because on this particular, just between Kendrick and Schulz, Kendrick came out and was like, whatever the bar was, slide on the
way.
niggas that's close to him, or the niggas the coons, the niggas the grooms.
Right.
So
Okay.
in Schultz's mind, he's like, yo, you just told niggas to be violent against
fair.
my friends.
Right.
So me jumping out on the ledge and saying I'm gonna fuck you, you know what I mean? It's justified in his head.
It's up. Yeah.
That's fair.
And to a certain extent, I do think it is fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
On top of people talking about his kids.
But those are just gonna be people.
Yeah, that's the only thing I didn't get to hear personally when he said that's taking it too far. But he didn't hold too much weight on that, right?
To what exactly?
People talking about his friends, because it's not like Kendrick Lamar was
he held
like,
as much weight as like everything he's been saying. It's all been pretty even. It's just the
that's
idea.
the only thing, because
it's just the idea.
niggas say the most vile shit in the comments. You know what I mean? So, but it's different if Kendrick was like, fuck him and his kids or something. Like, you know,
Yeah.
but
And that's the thing. Kendrick
yeah.
never said that. And
Right.
Schulz was doing some of the false equivalency shit too. When he was talking about a rapper who rappers all talk about fucking slapping bitches and shit like that. Like he's using the totality of what he may think rap is and using it with the only nigga who doesn't do that.
I was just
so
about
that was
to
a little
say,
weird. Like
Schulz has to be careful of like how he talks in this, not because it's like people gonna hurt him, but like you said, like the culture isn't just one thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you have your Lupe Fiascos who've never rapped about hitting bitches. You know what I'm saying? He just has mathematical rhymes and shit. And it's like the way Schulz is going about it, there is subtle white manness in it. Like these blacks. Just a little bit. I sense it. You know what I mean? And it's not nothing like, it's whatever. It's like, you know, fuck it. But
Well, that's definitely how it's always going to come off too. Like just because he is black.
because Kendrick's black.
Because race plays such a big thing in
Yeah.
this issue.
And it's so,
What y'all doing?
what'd you stick up her butt?
Her tail started wagging. It was just hitting the fucking mic. So I was like,
what do you do? Because from this angle, this shit
it
looks
looked
crazy.
crazy.
You look like you digging in the ass.
No, it does look crazy from that angle. No. She just
about to spit on you.
I was like, Lord, this is your bitch.
you just over there letting this shit out.
What do y'all do when we leave, nigga?
I'm about to say.
Ew.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
My bad. What were you saying? I zoned down.
I don't even know who was talking.
I was hoping you was gonna spit on your fingers before you did it again. At least lube it up, nigga. Yo, yeah, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, then there was
Oh, go to the timestamp at the very last one, probably 1:59:20.
Another thing, how long does Schulz have on this? Like how
like until
long
this finally dies down.
does a comic, like, even if, all right, let's just talk about Schulz, but how long does a comic, like how long should a comic be mad at something like this?
I don't know.
Because we could talk about Schulz, but it's really like a comic thing. Like once you combine all of them, like they're all the same.
I don't know. I'm not putting too much of the comic thing on it, honestly.
Yeah,
but
because especially because it's not happening in a stand-up form.
Yeah, like just because the
But-
nigga say something and he does do stand up comedy, we can't give him that grace every
it's a
time.
podcast thing.
Yeah,
And it's an individualistic thing. Actually.
Right.
It's really more a Schulz thing.
You get more of a license in the comedy club than you do on a podcast.
right. Yeah, like I
just do.
can't extend that shit in regular life. Like, and podcasting is essentially regular life.
Yeah, I just don't know.
How long?
I
does
like
he
this
have?
episode. You get what I'm saying, but it shouldn't. It can only last for so long.
No, they talked about Taylor Swift versus Beyonce. I don't know what period in time that was, but they was talking about Taylor Swift versus Beyonce for like 7 episodes straight.
Yeah, they did. For a while.
Yeah, I mean, I saw on Reddit. It's funny. This will be
goes,
episode 3 now, right? That this topic is carried over.
Maybe
Yes.
2 or 2 or
It's
either
3.
2
It's 2
or
or
3.
3,
Bare
yeah.
minimum 2 though.
It's 3.
Yeah, but it's
I think it's 3.
But yeah, now it's funny because it's like now niggas are like, okay, we're tired of this. We're sick of this. Like in the Reddit, like they're like, we have to move on to another subject.
Or it might be 2, but it was on Flagrant also.
Yeah,
so it feels
that's
like
probably
it
yeah.
was.
It feels
Yeah,
like,
the insurrection happened on
Yeah,
Flagrant, and then he
yeah.
went on Brilliant.
But apparently, Brilliant Idiots was actually filmed before,
Yes.
Yeah, he talked
Flagrant.
about that. He was like, I was confused as to like
which
what
means
that
his
even
first
meant.
response I think is the best, and his second response actually wasn't good.
The one on Flagrant?
Yeah, Brilliant
Yes.
Idiots
Right.
was way.
Yes.
I like
Which-
Brilliant Idiots because we said it was a more clear cut.
Exactly,
to the
which
point.
means
So, yeah.
which means the first response was actually the best one,
I guess
And the
you're
one
right.
that he did on Flagrant actually
Was just crazy.
I thought
was just
the
maybe
one-
that's why because it was
I
was
thought the
actually
one
worse.
that you liked was the flagrant response because he
I
went
liked it,
through,
but not for really like pure reasons.
for the right reasons.
Yeah, it was like I liked it because it was.
got your evil.
I forgot it was like I liked it because it was like, man, this shit is crazy.
Just
This
hot.
he
Just
looked
punching
crazy.
the man.
He looked crazy at a certain point.
Yeah.
He went too far at a certain point. There was a certain point where it was like, I do like this. It seems like balance.
Yeah.
It was like it was a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? So that's why I liked it. But yeah, overall, like if I'm just taking which one his response I like the most
Brilliant
was
Idiots.
definitely Brilliant
That shit
Idiots
was
for
funny
sure.
as hell.
Because it was funny, it was fun, it was like addressing every little every stone got turned over. You know what I'm saying? So
It's just funny, man. Like saying, like I'll take your butt.
yeah,
It's kind of funny.
Addressing your
It's
friends.
just kind of funny.
The
Like
part where he was like, "It's up to him if it's consensual or not."
Yeah,
that shit
like-
actually made me laugh a little.
Yeah.
I was like, "That's what."
He
But-
also took shots at academics in this too, right? Sorry.
Not direct shots. If you want to, you're
They're
talking about
never direct.
the fault over your thought thing. Go to
What happened to 159.20?
Well, you changed the subject. Go to 4144.
Finish your thought though. I was going a little bit left field.
Nah, my thought was about to be on that next timestamp. but
Okay,
we're
gotcha.
here right now. So go to 4144. Charlamagne was essentially saying that if you're not willing to get punched in the face over your opinion,
This one, yeah.
you shouldn't have an opinion. And he didn't name anybody specifically, but I'm sure that niggas in Reddit are assuming academics.
Yeah, more than one. I mean, ever since academics, ever since the
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z lawsuit hit, academics made that thing and was like, don't look at me. Y'all need to start looking at some of your favorite media personalities like The Breakfast Club and Joe Budden and see what they got to say. Cause y'all know I'm gonna give it up. These are the niggas that's been pussyfooting around essentially.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what he was saying. And ever since then, it's been up. But if you ask either of them, it's not up on any level.
Between
It's definitely sounded like
between
it.
who?
But it's between him and
Charlamagne.
Charlamagne.
and it's obvious because you know
Right. So this is the beginning of it being up. You know what I mean? So now it's like any like little shots like this, like you don't leave the house type of shots, we can only assume. I mean, academics is like the master of if it's
Staying at home.
If it's a staying in the house shot, we only have to do that's the first person we go to.
That
You
nigga's
know?
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, because everybody else is outside. So it's
He had a run
not
where,
everybody, but
he had a run where it looked like he was gonna go outside, and then that stopped quickly.
oh yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. I remember there was
He
a
ran
video-
out of sweaters.
I remember there was this video when he was at like a Party Next Door concert.
yeah.
Backstage, and him and Party Next Door were
I
together.
saw one when they were in the studio. It was the most
was
deranged.
looking-
Yeah, it was
ever.
so weird. And then somebody was like, and then Party Next Door was talking in that like behind the scenes video, and somebody said, "You know what? That nigga should never speak again because he's corny as fuck." Like, I'm mad. I didn't know I didn't know that nigga was corny until he linked with academics and is having a good time. I was like, yo,
That's impossible.
like, goddamn, nigga standing next to him, just having a good time. It's like it's looking bad for
Coochies
you.
go dry,
Yeah, bruh.
and it's
That shit's-
unfortunate, man.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Okay, let's watch this. If you're not willing to get punched in the face.
Everybody has the right to say what it is they want to say, but
No, bring
you're
it back
not
15.
free.
Yeah, bring it back.
from
Oh, that should take a second to actually
That's fine.
go.
$5 Patreon. We got bad internet.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
playing that
Oh,
shit,
these
but it
power
ain't saying
outages. Somebody
Home. It's okay. I'll sing the home rule intro. Home
Home rule.
home. Yeah.
Please support us. We need help. Nigga.
I guess we should have left it in the middle of his thought.
yeah, this shit is.
Go
Hit
back.
the 15 seconds
Nigga,
forward.
just
button.
pause it.
That's 30 seconds.
Just
forward.
pause it and re-unpause it. nigga.
regardless of what it is. Like this can happen to a comedian like that. You know what I'm saying? Like in a heartbeat. That's why even for just freedom of speech purposes, I reserve the right. I think everybody has the right to say what it is they want to say, but you're not free from the consequences.
My earlier part of my career, like I got punched on stage, I got people waiting for me outside of shows, I got to tussle with. Like it's not like
What was the joke that you got punched over? Talk to me.
I was talking to some Puerto Rican guy in the front, and like I wasn't funny yet, and I'm in Harlem, and I'm at Smokey's room, Mocha Lounge.
Smokey.
Shout out Smokey, and it's just I get it. It's this white dude walking into your neighborhood trying to like clown you, whatever. He just walks up to me. I remember he pops me. They grab him, they throw him out. I remember Smokey hand me back the mic, and he's like, all right, bro, keep doing your thing. I'm like, what? after I just got punched in the I got to keep doing my thing. And I did it.
And the only difference between that situation and now, people love Kendrick so much, when you get punched, they're not going to grab the guy.
I feel like you're speaking things into existence.
Right? Yeah,
That's a crazy thing.
What the fuck was that about?
Yeah, that is kind of like.
What the fuck was that about? I feel some way if my nigga said that to me.
Yo, like, why would you say that?
Do you need to tell me something?
As a friend.
What the fuck, nigga?
Yeah, I know what's going down. And
It sounds like
I'm trying to stop him,
not
but
going to pull the guy
exactly.
off. The way he said that
What
shit.
the fuck
Yeah,
was that
Charlamagne's
about?
definitely not going to help him. And this is also, it kind of shows the plight of like a black man in this business that's successful. Because it's like, Andrew is his friend. He should have allegiance to Andrew and everything that he stands for. But because of his position in, you know, the Breakfast Club radio, he has no choice but to kind of like, I don't want to say distance, but have some separation.
he has a choice.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
He has a choice.
He doesn't have a choice.
That was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That
There
was
is no
kind of
choice.
crazy.
If we keep playing it, I think we'll get to the academics part, but
you
I
have
put that
something
shit
you
in
need
there
to tell
because
me?
that's
Like,
important.
Yeah.
You have to have something you want to tell me. You've heard something. Like,
Yeah.
what do you have to tell me, my nigga?
Play it again.
That was crazy.
That was such an eerie thing to say.
Punching him, I got to keep doing my thing. And I did it.
And the only difference between that situation and now, people love Kendrick so much, when you get punched, they're not going to grab the guy.
I feel like you're speaking things into existence.
Is he right?
That was crazy. I don't like that shit.
But is he right?
that was I don't like that shit. I don't like how that sounded.
Yeah.
It sounds crazy, but is he right?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's
Alex
this,
will jump in.
It's just eerie.
I don't know. I don't know if there's this extra level of lore surrounding Kendrick Lamar. I think they're mainly talking about the West Coast thing.
In terms of
Like nobody will jump in for you. You know what I mean? Like that's what it feels like.
Kendrick is West. It's all.
I think the West Coast got niggas so scared because rightfully so. They've sent many East Coast niggas home in bodies and boxes. You know what I mean? But it's like I don't know. I don't know.
They say 80% of rappers get robbed in LA.
It happens.
And it's 80% doesn't get shown to TMZ because it's like, fuck it, they got my chance.
because things happen in LA for sure. Yeah.
And you don't want to
gotta call Whack
broadcast
100.
being a victim.
Oh, especially as a rapper. It's okay if like a comedian can broadcast he's a victim, but like a rapper, no.
Because you make it funny, but
You're right. But or an actor or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, rapper, no, you don't want to broadcast that something happened to you.
All of a sudden, them raps ain't hardcore no more.
And another thing, Charlamagne already spoke to the enemy in the sense that, you know, this side is trying to hurt your friend. Let's just say, you know, they're the enemy. So on top of that, you say that right after you already spoke with him. And who knows, like the conversation, like obviously Charlamagne was like, nah, they just told me it wasn't you. Or it was shits and gigs, but you know.
I think he's right though. When you look at how the world is reacting to Andrew Schulz,
I haven't seen anybody catch a body over Kendrick yet, though. I haven't seen nobody get beat up over Kendrick yet.
That you know of, AJ.
Yeah,
Niggas
that I know
of. Jumped.
But we see that's the thing that used to drive me crazy before the battle, but Kendrick and Drake even started. Is like they would talk about Kendrick like he had a graveyard of victims, and I'm like, well, nigga, where are the bodies at? You know what I mean? Even in this situation, I'm like, nobody's gone viral. Nobody's gotten beat up in the club yet. Like unless I've missed it.
Nah, that
But have
happened
you
in
seen this
Canada.
running a tight ship, you shouldn't know where the bodies lie.
Didn't it just happen in Canada recently? Oh no, that was Drake's people. I'm tripping.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
Drake is running down on niggas right
Yeah,
now.
that's
Yeah,
Yeah, they say he hired top 5 to
to shoot up the Weeknd's house.
or that's what some white dude that got
Allegedly.
scammed by Drake said.
Yeah. I don't know nothing about that, but I know that. I know in terms of that beef though, the Kendrick and Drake beef, that one between Drake and Weeknd was fucking serious.
Yeah.
Because niggas, there were shots at both people's houses.
Yeah.
Like that was the most serious
I
beef.
feel like people just didn't talk about that shit.
They didn't, bro. Because the Kendrick and Drake shit was more important, but niggas were shooting.
Yeah.
And somebody got hit at Drake's. One of his security guards got
Yeah,
hit.
security guard.
Yeah, which is it's like
The six was divided.
I mean, it's really what he's
It
here
happens,
for.
nigga.
It's really what he's here for.
Fuck him. You know what I mean? Like he's okay.
He gets paid to take these shots.
I wouldn't love to get shot for Drake, but I would be.
You about to say that?
Okay.
You were about to say that?
How much bread would you get for being shot for Drake, nigga?
Where?
What?
Hold up. Are you security? You just chilling?
Security.
You know, no, he's just
Even just chilling, nigga.
nigga, that shit is gonna burn a hole in that corduroy jacket.
Hell nah, nigga.
Like
He gonna give you $50
If I'm there as
and a ticket
security,
to
then
Yo,
sure, I need to expect that. But if I'm just your friend, nigga, we're probably not gonna hang out as friends too much often. Like,
Yeah, no.
our friendship is strained, my nigga. I got shot chilling with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
Yo, you can lose pussy with a dude and stop hanging out with him.
Bro,
Like, if you
getting
a two-man
shot,
mission,
nigga, you really put my life in danger, my nigga. What the fuck?
it's not worth
You'll
it.
be all right, nigga. Fine, man.
I mean, I'm sure you get a nice payday,
You'll be all
but
right, nigga. Especially after you live, you're gonna be so happy.
my mom gonna look at me funny if I keep hanging out with a nigga I got shot around.
Yeah,
She'll be like,
literally.
"What do you not care? Nigga, you're my son. What are you doing right now?" Like,
And getting shot isn't like a sure science. You know what I mean? Like, even if you survive, you could be fucked up.
Of course.
yeah, so many things that can go wrong.
My stepbrother is gonna limp for the rest of his life.
Yeah. Okay, Leah, let's listen
saw
to
that
this
nigga
one little
fall
shot
on
about
back.
academics because it's, I mean, anybody not leaving the house has got to be.
Keep going on the
Just
clip,
keep going, I think, right? Just keep hitting play.
Yeah.
I think because we just went back like 30 seconds, so it's got to be coming up soon.
It's got to be.
We need to look into the taxes.
No.
We need to look into the taxes, guys. It's the taxes. Everybody better pay their taxes, bro.
I'm a guy-
You can't write everything off.
But
we're gonna look into those meals. We're gonna look into the wheels. We're gonna look into planes.
And I'm a
Can't
guy.
write it all off.
I'm a guy. I say this all the time. The reason I don't respect a lot of these new media folks is because they never got punched in the face.
Bro, the amount of
It's so cute to be sitting in the comfort of your own home saying whatever you want to say. It's so cute to get on your YouTube show or your podcast show and say whatever you want to say. I respect the people who, when that person is in front of your face, you say it to them. And if somebody's downstairs waiting on you, it happens. I'm on video. Go look at it. Can I get a drop? And that's just the ones y'all see.
It was trending.
Charlamagne, when
That video.
when I made the first Meek Mill joke that I made with the Diddy situation was in Philly. I'm always gonna say it there. Like every time when I go to the Middle East and I make fun of Abu Dhabi and the people there, it's to the people there. That's what makes it good.
That's why we gotta do. I've had a
I go around the world making fun of people. It's what I do.
But you know, I noticed.
Yeah.
7 years ago.
Yeah.
I came to you with an idea for a special.
We'll get
that I still want to do.
We'll see if I'm alive.
It's a really good.
We'll see if I'm alive.
If we gonna burn it down, let's burn it the fuck down. This is what frustrates me the most about any of this. It's like, I know my people. I know who's around me. I know what they do.
Yes.
I know what they're about. So it's like, y'all ain't saying nothing.
This is
Y'all not saying nothing.
this is what
You
I
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You're not saying nothing. He's an asshole. We know.
And you're allowed to be offended by I don't fault Matt.
What is he
I don't
saying?
fault
You can
even
pause it.
I mean there's a
He already said the part that we needed to hear about like you being in the house in the basement all the time. But
he was saying it to him like Schulz isn't one of those people.
in terms of
Yeah, like he was saying that to Schulz, like that's why I say all the time, if you don't say it to their face, I don't respect it. But
he
then
said
was
this
like,
is what I feel about these new media
media.
personalities.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
he said that shit. So he's just talking about new media niggas.
I feel like you can also hear when a nigga's never been punched in the face before. Just like in the way they speak.
Yeah, it depends.
You know what I mean? Like you can kind of like I could just
because like some of the times like them niggas are cool with getting punched in the face, and so they keep sounding.
I feel like you can hear that too.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
you can.
That sounds a little dumber.
I feel like I'm a pretty good judge of hearing when a nigga's been in a fight before at
You
least.
can hear a knucklehead. You can hear all
And I can hear
different
somebody
types.
who just doesn't care. I'll get punched 17 times.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get worse every day. You know what I mean?
Nigga,
Like
I'll be spitting out blood saying the same shit.
yeah. I feel like you can definitely hear that. Academics does come off like a nigga who hasn't been sucker punched before.
Yeah.
Nah, he's
He
probably-
does.
Yeah.
So
He's never nobody ever snuck him.
yeah.
And he's also not talking to anybody else that can hold him accountable. He doesn't have like a real consistent co-host.
Yeah, who's
You
his
know what I
OG?
mean? Like it's two other niggas in
It's
here,
chat niggas. That's it.
Yeah.
And they're gonna agree.
and you can't rely on the chat.
Yeah, you can't rely on
because they're
them
either going to
niggas
be
suck.
ridiculous or just wrong.
Yeah, them niggas suck, bro.
It'll also humble you up if you get into a fight and just realize that the nigga you're fighting might be better than you.
Yeah, fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's a
when I was
humbling
young and the
experience.
first time like I saw a nigga faster than me and he like actually clocked me first, I was like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, within like the first
Sorry, so when
like
he got off the boat.
within like the first 2 seconds, like if you've been in a fight and you're like, holy shit, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Shit humble you, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, shit humble you,
nigga do
nigga.
one of these.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, bro. Or just like the way he dodged that punch was kind of that wasn't an
He didn't,
accident.
yeah, he didn't parry. He dodged it.
Yeah. That was a little
Yeah.
scary, but I guess this is weird.
Remind me of 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃.
Yeah, this is a little strange, man. I guess I don't know what's going on with
Charlamagne
this.
playing both sides. He's
playing. That's really what it comes down to. That's really what it comes down to.
He's a moderate.
He's
So
really a moderate.
every day he's going to try to find.
It could be looked at as snaky too.
Well,
That might be the Menace way to look at it.
I mean, since when has playing both sides of the defense been a compliment?
It's never been.
It's been
you're
moderate,
like bisexual?
centrist. You know what I'm saying?
I get there. Bisexuality, yeah.
Oh, well, that too.
It's like I love for everybody.
yeah,
right.
Well, that sounds fair.
I'm biased.
What was that Dave Chappelle joke when he was talking about it being like
The L's, the B's.
Yeah, the bells
Yeah.
be, and they're riding down the street.
Yeah.
And
That shit was
the bisexuals was like, all right, I see a little bit of everybody. I don't really care who I get in with.
He said, I'll fuck anybody. And then he was like, they picked up the cues as just a hitchhiker, as a dude with booty shorts on the road.
Yeah. Oh, man, that joke was hilarious.
Nah. The T's are making the trip take longer than it has to.
That's some real shit, man. That joke was amazing, man.
It's not a bathroom for you for the next 5 states.
yeah.
That was good. Classic.
All right, let's get over to this.